Hey, I'm Jay Leeming. One question people ask me all the time is, what translation of the Odyssey should I read? Well, here's some answers for you. Quick answer, I would say Fagles. This guy right here, Robert Fagles. Yes, this is an excellent translation. It's beautiful. It's also fairly contemporary, done in the last 20 years. So the language feels true to us now. After that, I would say I would go to the Loeb. Loeb, Loeb. That is a series of Greek and Latin too books put out. There's a translation actually by this guy Murray. Loeb looks like this. It's these little green books. They are splendid. They have the English on one side, the Greek on the other. And that's pretty cool. You don't have to know all this Greek grammar or anything, but it's just cool to see it there and realize this is a translation. And it doesn't take a lot of work to pronounce Greek. It takes some work, but not a lot. And it's kind of cool just to see it there. That translation is the most scrupulous, the most exact to what the original actually says. Fagles changes things a little bit just to make it sing in English now, which is totally what he should be doing, and he does a great job. Beyond that, there are many other translations. Stanley Lombardo has a good translation. Robert Fitzgerald, right here, that's an excellent translation. A little older, so it's not as contemporary, doesn't feel as true maybe to us now, but it's excellent. But let's not just talk about these things, let's bump them up against each other and see. So here's a passage for you. This is the Robert Fagles translation. This is the Cyclops cursing Odysseus. Let's see what he says. But at that he bellowed out to Lord Poseidon, thrusting his arms to the starry skies, and prayed, "Hear me, Poseidon, god of the sea-blue main who rocks the earth. If I really am your son, and you claim to be my father, come, grant that Odysseus, raider of cities, Laertes' son, who makes his home in Ithaca, never reaches home. Or if he's fated to see his people once again, and reach his well-built house and his own native country, let him come home late and come a broken man, all shipmates lost, alone in a stranger's ship, and let him find a world of pain at home." So that's pretty great, I think. There's some phrases in there, world of pain, a broken man. Those are not, Homer would not have used, whoever he or she was, would not have used those types of phrases. Well, obviously it was in Greek, but all the same. Here is the Loeb translation by this fellow Murray, and it's a little different. Let's check it out. "So I spoke, and he then prayed to the Lord Poseidon, stretching out both his hands to the starry heaven. 'Hear me, Poseidon, earth-bearer, dark-haired god. If indeed I am your son, and you declare yourself my father, grant that Odysseus, the sacker of cities, may never reach his home, the son of Laertes, whose home is in Ithaca. But if it is his fate to see his people, and to reach his well-built house and his native land, late may he come, and in distress, after losing all his comrades in a ship that is another's, and may he find trouble in his house.'" So you can hear the difference. Some of those things are the same. Well-built house, for example. Others are different. He prayed to Lord Poseidon. In the Fagles translation, he bellowed, which is a great word. "In a ship that is another's, and may he find trouble in his house," which is different than a world of pain. But like I say, this is the most accurate. It really tells you what the Greek says. The color of the ships, for example. They might be, I think they're dark blue in a few places in Fagles. They're always black in here, because that's what the original says. So as a storyteller, that's the one I go to just to really get a sense of the original. And it works for people who are not storytellers as well. And there's one more. Let's get number 3 here. Fitzgerald right here. How does he deal with this scene? Here it is. "O hear me, Lord, blue girdler of the islands. If I am thine indeed, and thou art father, grant that Odysseus, raider of cities, never see his home, Laertes' son, I mean, who kept his hall on Ithaca. Should destiny intend that he shall see his roof again among his family in his fatherland, For he that day, and dark the years between, let him lose all companions, and return under strange sail to bitter days at home. So this is frequently, far be that day. In his fatherland, far be that day, and dark the years between. Let him lose all companions and return under strange sail to bitter days at home. This translation is loosely iambic, and so it's delightful in that way. It's compact in a sense too. Far be that day, and dark the years between. It's just really clear. It's a nice phrase. It's not as free verse-like as the Fagles is. So you see, and there's things like blue girdler of the islands. Again, a lovely phrase, but it's not exactly how we talk now, and there's no reason it should be. But yeah, the one that strikes me dearest to the heart these days is the Fagles translation, or the Loeb, for its accuracy. That's the story. This story is not its words exactly, but we want to get the story in some way. So that's my recommendations. Thank you and take care.